Dr. Puniti Mathur is a seasoned researcher and an academician with over 17 years of experience in biotechnology. Her research interests lie in peptide synthesis, analysis using HPLC and NMR, solution conformation, and computer-aided drug designing. She is also associated with the International Center for Genetic Engineering and Biotechnology. She is responsible for accreditation and ranking exercises as well as industry-academia partnerships at Amity University Noida. We are pleased to have you with us, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sonalika. And it's my pleasure to be here at the symposium. Should I share my screen now?
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Yeah, so is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Is it in the slideshow mode? Because I am not able to see it in the slideshow mode.
No, ma'am, it's not in the slideshow mode.
Presentation. Just a sec.
Ma'am, maybe you can click on the icon in the extreme right.
Yeah.
I'm below, extreme right below. Where the maximization.
Yeah, that is what I was.
That's not working, ma'am?
I hope
it's working.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sonalika. Okay, so very good evening, and I would like to thank Biotech, the organizers, for this opportunity. So I was asked to talk about the bioinformatics ecosystem at Amity Institute of Biotechnology, Amity University of Pradesh, the Noida campus. So I would talk to you about what are the various programs that we have in bioinformatics here. I am currently heading the Center for Computational Biology and Bioinformatics at the Amity Institute of Biotechnology. So here, the Center for Computational Biology and Bioinformatics is a part of the Amity Institute of Biotechnology, which houses around 2,500 students across various disciplines in biotechnology. And therefore, we have 5 centers in this institute. And I would be talking to you only about one center, which is Computational Biology and Bioinformatics. The other 4 centers relate to the other aspects of biotechnology, namely molecular biology or medical biotechnology or biochemical engineering and plant biotech. So here we have a very nice amalgamation of various disciplines of biotechnology, which promotes interdisciplinary research. So I take pride in introducing you to the Center for Computational Biology and Bioinformatics. So the center in this institute contains 14 faculty members, and we are covering almost the whole expanse of bioinformatics as far as our research interests are concerned. So right from molecular modeling to drug design, systems biology, systems medicine, AI and ML, genomics, proteomics, transcriptomics, clinical research. So these are the various areas in which we have faculty members who do their research. Now, before I go further, I thought I would just introduce a slide on the emphasis of the Government of India on biotechnology in the next few years. And I wanted to show you this graph, which says that which shows you the growth of the bioeconomy. That means I'm of course talking about the Indian bioeconomy here. So the way it has improved in the last 5 years, the way it has progressed, you can see that we are aiming towards a $150 million US by 2025. And therefore, if you consider all the verticals of biotechnology, that means the agriculture, the bioindustrial, the biopharma, and also the bio-IT, where we specialize. So you can see that in the last 5 years, the economy has grown almost, it has doubled over the last 5 years. And we are going to go even faster in the next 5 years. And so I think this slide itself shows you the kind of opportunities that biotechnology has to offer in general. And in particular, bioinformatics. I think this pandemic has given a boost to bioinformatics. I think every common man today knows what is a virus, and in fact NGS. What is NGS? How are we able to get the drugs for COVID-19 pandemic? And why is sequencing important? What are various strains? So these are, this is a language that has become a common man's language today. And therefore, when it comes to identifying various strains of the virus, it is the sequencing which becomes very important. And the moment we talk about sequencing, next generation sequencing, bioinformatics itself plays a very, very important role. So you can all understand the way bioinformatics is going to progress in the next 5 years. It's going to be phenomenal. And therefore, we need manpower. We need students of today who understand the various aspects of bioinformatics, who are able to contribute to the growth of bioinformatics in the coming years. And to facilitate that, at AIB Noida, we have various programs in bioinformatics at various levels, starting from bachelor level to master's to doctoral level, and also some certificate courses. So at the bachelor level, we have BTech Bioinformatics, which is a 4-year undergraduate course. And we have approximately 100 students in BTech Bioinformatics program, which amounts to approximately 20 to 25 students per batch. We also have BTech Bioinformatics International. I'll be talking to you in detail about these programs in the next slide. We also have BTech Biotechnology with a specialization in bioinformatics. At the master's level, we have 2 programs, MTech Bioinformatics and MSc Bioinformatics. Both of them are 2-year programs. At the doctoral level, we have a PhD in bioinformatics. And along with all this, we also are running a certificate course. And the certificate course is Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare and Biotechnology. We have very recently launched this course. And it has been launched with the idea of the demand of industry in AI and machine learning in the area of healthcare and biotechnology, because there is huge industry demand for these kind of trained professionals. We launched this course, and but this is available only after post graduation. So. And all these programs that we have developed here, I must mention that the BTech Bioinformatics is our flagship program, which started way back in 2004. So our first batch of bioinformatics students passed out in 2008. So we are well established into this education in bioinformatics. And over the years, we have learned and we are continuously improving our programs. We have designed these programs keeping in view the International Society for Computational Biology, the competencies that have been elucidated by ISCB, the International Society for Computational Biology. So keeping those competencies in mind and the level of each competency at different programs, we have chalked out the objectives and the learning outcomes of every program. So, bachelor level programs, the BTech Bioinformatics program is a 187 credit unit program where we teach various different aspects. We start with a biotechnology base. So, in the first year, we teach various science subjects, and then we start teaching basic biotechnology subjects. And from third semester onwards, that is when we are in second year, when we start introducing various programming languages, the logics of programming, when we are in bioconductor, Python, and then we go into genomics, proteomics. So that's how we have evolved our program. So the basic knowledge of biotechnology is absolutely essential for any person who's studying bioinformatics. We have another program which is a slight twist. It is BTech Bioinformatics with an honors degree. Whenever we say it is an honors degree, that means the student has to earn 22 extra credits. So other than 187 credit units, the student needs to earn 22 extra credits to earn the honors degree. And that honors degree is available in data science and analytics, cloud computing, AI and ML. So these are the honors degrees that we offer. So in the BTech Bioinformatics International Program, it is again one of its kind program where we are into an agreement with Indiana University in the US. So the students would spend 2 years at Amity Noida with us, and for the next 2 years they would be at Indiana University US, and they would finally graduate with a degree in biomedical informatics from Indiana University. We also have BTech Biotechnology with specialization in bioinformatics. Again, the student has to earn 22 extra credits, but you will do a BTech Biotechnology and you can study 5 or 6 more subjects in bioinformatics, so you get a specialization. So that is how, what I'm trying to tell you is, we have programs which are exclusively in bioinformatics, plus we also support other programs with bioinformatics subjects. I don't know if you're aware, but most of my Indian friends would be aware that we have a new education policy that has come up in 2020. And in that, we are now going to have all 4 years of undergraduate programs, BSc programs. So in there also, we are a support center for BSc Biotechnology. So that means that we offer bioinformatics courses in BSc Biotechnology also. The master's level programs, again MSc and MTech. What is the difference between the two programs? As you can see, there's a difference in credit units and also the eligibility. Because in MSc Bioinformatics, the eligibility is a 3-year BSc Biotechnology or Life Sciences, whereas for MTech Bioinformatics, if you need an admission there, then the eligibility is a 4-year BTech Biotech or Bioinformatics program. The certificate course that I was talking to you about, it is a 6-month certificate in AI in healthcare and biotechnology. We have actually developed this course very rigorously, very extensively with the Life Sciences Sector Skill Development Council. This is a Government of India enterprise, and they are focused on developing skills with higher educational institutions. So we have collaborated with them, and it is certified. This particular certificate course has been certified by LSSDC, Government of India. So even those, we actually came across a lot of people, a lot of doctors also, who wish to do an AI course. So keeping that in mind, we have launched this kind of a certificate course, and I'm sure a lot of students, we are already getting a lot of calls regarding this course, and I hope it's going to really serve the purpose it has been designed for. A very attractive option that Amity University offers is a study abroad program. So study abroad option is available for all programs, whether it is a bachelor program or a master's program, and the study abroad programs are open to all students at various campuses of Amity at London, New York, Singapore, and Dubai. Because Amity has campuses in all these places, so students from any program, if they wish, they can choose to study abroad for a few months. Now, coming to what, other than teaching, how else are students involved? We actually place a lot of emphasis on learning by doing. So other than the theoretical knowledge that we give in our classes, we want students to be hands-on. And therefore, we have various non-teaching credit courses that we call during our programs. So when the students join in after the first year, we do a term paper, which is a literature search basically. So we teach, the student gets to learn how to, say, read a plethora of research papers on a particular topic, and then synthesize it into a report, right, on the student's end. And we have a strong plagiarism check for it, so the students cannot cut, copy, paste anything. So this helps the students in reading and understanding, comprehending, analyzing, right, synthesizing. Then we have a summer internship. So we have students who are allotted topics by their faculty members. Students also do it at industries and academic institutions or research institutions in India and abroad. Summer internship usually lasts for 2 months. Major project is actually a high credit, non-teaching credit course, where the students have to complete a project. And this is of a large duration. It varies from 3 to 6 months. Students will be required to do a major project, and these are all credit courses. So the credits are counted towards the final grade point average. Dissertation happens for master's students. So what you see on the screen are just screenshots of what the students do. So you see that there are publications in various journals, and I do not know if you're able to see, but if you're able to see names here, these are our bachelor's and master's students who are publishing in various journals. So they're publishing in scientific reports, computers in biology, medicine, in Journal of Biomolecular Structure, Dynamics, and Springer Nature, general journals, so many journals. So using these kind of trainings that we provide to students, we encourage them to publish. And that is why our students, when they apply for their post-graduation or they want to apply for jobs, I think we prepare them well for this through this initiative of ours. So continuing on student progression, how we handle this is when the student join us, we ask them to fill a student aspirational survey, and that is what this SAS stands for, Student Aspiration Survey. So the student is asked, what does the student want to do? He or she wants to go into a higher education, or the student wants to have a startup after completing the graduation, or they want to opt for a placement. So we offer on-campus placements to students, or they want to appear in competitive exams and they want to go and change their line. So once we have this kind of a idea of what the student wants to do, we accordingly groom students. So we have centers for all these things, and the students are groomed accordingly, depending upon what their aspirations are. And in that, this is an example. We have had a workshop on big data and AI in biotech and healthcare in 2019, and this was in collaboration with the UMBL, EBI UK, and it was sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology, the Department of Biotechnology, which are a part of the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. So this was a very successful workshop that we had, and we had a lot of participants. And after this, even last year, we had a virtual symposium, which was attended by a number of participants, and we had around 800 participants all over the world for this workshop. So this actually gives a very, very good, experience to our students to see what is happening across the world when people from different parts of the world come and talk about various aspects of bioinformatics. Students get a totally different perspective. These are an example of the various places where our students do their internships, their major project. So these are leading academic and research organizations in India, along with industries like Biocon, Novozymes, Premas, Serum Institute of India. So these are the various industries that our students do their research with. And since we've also had an MOU with Pine Biotech, I understand we have around 30 students who are having their internships with Pine Biotech this time. So we're looking forward to those students and the kind of work they do. And I'm sure the Pine Biotech and Amity University together, we are going to produce some very good internships. So I also thought, let me give you a quick insight into the faculty members that are present here. As I told you, we have a total of 14 faculty members here. So we're working in different areas of computer-aided drug design, network biology, that is myself, Dr. Abhishek Sengupta, working in systems biology, data analytics, Bhavna Rathi in immune informatics, Priyanka Narad, working in machine learning applications in healthcare, Dr. Hina Bansal, working in network pharmacology, Dr. Sneha Santoshi, working on molecular dynamics, simulations, docking studies, Dr. Mukesh Chaurasya, again working in quantum mechanics, molecular mechanics. Dr. Jitendra is a statistician and has immense experience in statistics, so he's an asset when it comes to statistical analysis. Dr. Kamal Rawal is doing very good work in AI and ML and clinical research. So now, the faculty members that you see on your screen now, these are computer science faculty. So we have a very good, interesting mix of faculty members with a biotechnology background, with a bioinformatics background, and the computer science background. So that gives us a very good place to be in. So that is why the quality of work that students do is really good. It is of publication quality. So we can really publish the work that we do, because of the input of so many different faculty members with different backgrounds. This is to give you an idea that the research projects that go on at Amity Institute of Biotechnology, we currently we have had around 113 funded research projects from various government funding agencies in India and abroad. And the combined grant that we have received is of the order of around 44 crores. And I think more than 80% of the projects that have been granted, they have some input of bioinformatics there. So I'm not saying that these projects are all bioinformatics. No, they are all biotech projects, but we have problems which we can solve using bioinformatics also. So bioinformatics comes as a very good support to the biotech problems that come up. And we have right now the Bioinformatics Center itself has around 5 projects which are running exclusively in bioinformatics. So I was also asked to give you a little understanding of the kind of research that goes on at our center here. And this is to show you some research that we have published that we've been doing. So it is in my laboratory right now. We published this paper very recently, and this was on COVID-19 therapeutics. So we chose the protein casein kinase 2, and we already know that silmetacertib is a compound that binds to casein kinase 2, and this is we tried to modify to generate a compound which has a superior performance in silmetacertib, because silmetacertib has problems of toxicity and side effects. So we used bioisostereoreplacement replacement techniques and designing pharmacophores, combining them, and using molecular dynamics to come up with promising leads. So this was one of our work that we have recently published. Another work that we did was we designed a database called as PepEngine, which we also published early this year. So PepEngine is actually a manually curated compendium of peptides which contain unnatural amino acids. So a lot of work, we realize a lot of work has been done on peptides which contain unnatural amino acids, and these peptides have a lot of functions also. So people have been doing a lot of protein engineering. So these unnatural amino acids basically are integrated into natural peptide sequences to give them a particular secondary structure. So protein engineering in that particular field, I think this PepEngine can be a really good resource because this is a repository of various secondary structures that have been made by incorporation of unnatural amino acids. So when a person is doing a protein engineering problem, a protein design problem, and he or she wants to, insert a particular secondary structure at a particular region of the protein, there, if they use this particular database, they can get different structures like alpha helical structures or 3-10 helices or beta sheets or turns. So this is something that we could put together and we could publish in the International Journal of Peptide Research and Therapeutics. And this could also be help us in the future, endeavors of developing some machine learning models. Now, this particular peptide-based lipokinase activator, so this is a project that was funded by the Department of Biotechnology in my lab. And here we have actually done some good work here where we could do some in silico work. So glucokinase is a protein which is implicated in diabetes. So we design glucokinase activators which bind to the allosteric site of this protein. And these activators have shown to be really important in managing type 2 diabetes. So we have again used pharmacophores, and we have used from the lean GKAs, and we have used docking studies and dynamic studies to arrive at a few peptide sequences that could act as protein GKAs. And then we went a step ahead, and with my collaborators in this institute, we actually synthesized these peptides, purified them, and we did some biological activity tests. So this was quite a complete study that we could do. And this is in the process of publication right now. So these are other faculty members, Dr. Abhishek and Dr. Priyanka. So they're doing a lot of work on metabolic model reconstruction. They are doing clinical data analytics and association using AI and ML. They also are doing multi-omics integration. So Abhishek is very good at mathematical modeling. So that's how you see that we are looking at different areas of bioinformatics and we complement each other. Dr. Kamal Rawal, as I told you initially, he is leading a group on machine learning and artificial intelligence, and he has developed various pipelines from his group. And he is also heavily funded by the Government of India, the Department of Biotechnology, the Department of Science and Technology, the ICMR have all funded his projects, and he is into immunology and vaccinology. So he's done a lot of work on immunoinformatics, vaccine candidate development. So these are the various pipelines. So if you get a chance, you must try and look at these pipelines, which are which are actually an asset when it comes to vaccine discovery. And he's done a lot of work in COVID-19 also. So during the last year, during the pandemic time, a lot of bioinformatics work, a lot of ML work was done in his lab, even in COVID-19. So this was just to give you a deep peek into what our center, the Center for Computational Biology and Bioinformatics at Amity University Uttar Pradesh Noida campus is doing. So I think I would stop here because my rest of the slide was just about Amity University. So I think I have just I've just crossed my time, so I should stop here. So thanks a lot for your attention.